WMSKOnlineRadio.com. Original shows.
Hey, yo, we live in effect.
Listen up, punk. Listen. You are now live in effect. The J Nyce effect.
It's going down. Hey, yo, this is what we're going to do, man. We're going to jump into the hot topic, man. You know what I'm saying? We got people asking about what's going on with this hot topic. Hey, yo, this hot topic is brought to you by Hot Tamales Candy. Oh, man.
They're not ready for my candy. Okay? This candy is special.
You remember those hot tamale candies?
And it is expensive.
Hey, yo, so listen, in light of The Perfect Guy starring Michael Ealy and the beautiful Sanaa Lathan.
That's my cousin. Okay.
Make a black man want to scream.
But you know what? I'm curious about her because you never really see her with any guys.
She's dated French Montana.
Is she really?
French Montana.
That's everybody.
That's what they're saying. That she's dated French Montana.
He dated.
Oh, that's sorry. I don't like him no more.
But he's
dating
handsome.
corny rappers.
French Montana is handsome. But what do you mean you want about her? Like you think she's?
I don't know what team she plays for. Sometimes
I think she likes men. I feel like she says she dates.
You think she likes kittens?
But I think what?
I do. Sometimes I do because she's.
But the last public relationship she had was Omar Epps, and he broke her heart. So I can see why she would want to keep her dating life more undercover now.
All right, hold on. Is that really your cousin? Because you do kind of look like Sanaa.
No, I just tell people that because we resemble each other. I tell people that.
No, it's like the nose. Y'all got the same nose.
It's the nose and our complexion, right?
Your complexion, and plus, like you got this half a ear that's just like. No, I'm just kidding. No, go ahead. I'm sorry. Yo, so like I'm just
back
kidding.
to the hot topic.
Yo, like the Perfect Guy with Michael Ealy. If anybody's seen it, we know that in the lives of many, I'm sure many of you have come across a guy that you thought was the perfect guy, and then he shows up to the club in a bathrobe and house slippers. Like, baby, when you have told you get home by 10 o'clock, you just end up being crazy. I know in my life, in my 32 years, I have dealt with crazy women. And I remember years and years and years ago, back in, I say 2002, I'm not going to say any names, I actually had a woman that had me scared to get in my car. I used to check the back seat because I thought she'd be hiding behind my chair or something.
Wow.
I was going to jump up and clip one of my piece of my cornrow off or something. Because the girl was crazy.
Yeah, cornrows. Can we talk about
Wow.
But yo, the perfect guy, Michael Ealy, Mac, what's the hot topic?
Yo, so basically, have you ever dated someone that was psycho?
Yes.
And what were your warning signs? Were there warning signs? And how did you get out? And, trying to, it's not Halloween.
He's on one tonight, ladies and gentlemen.
And also, like, even taking it a little bit more heavy. We can start off light, but a lot of times these psycho relationships lead to domestic violence.
Mm-hmm.
And we can talk about that and how it's impacting our community in different domestic violence statistics. But let's start off light.
So this is a hell of a topic because it kind of funnels into different areas of what we can talk about. But there are people out here that are just blatantly mentally ill because we all are a little crazy.
Yeah.
Okay. Some are a little more than others. I have my days, but just like Seal, one of my singers, he said, you're never going to survive unless you're a little crazy. Actually, let me see if I can find that song in the system.
I know you're never going to survive.
Yeah, that's one of my jams there, because it's true. I mean, when you think about doomsday and the end of the world, you got to go out of your mind in order to survive.
You're right, because you got to be willing to eat people's ears off and stuff.
Not eat people, but you got to be willing to eat things you never thought you'd be able to eat. And I watch a lot of Bizarre Foods with Andrew Zimmern, and there are a lot of things.
I love that.
There are a lot of things that you have to be willing to step out of your comfort zone.
Yep.
In a grocery store and decide that you're going to eat it. But the crazy guy. I want to hear some stories. So let's start with Mac.
So my story is like pretty mild. This is the first one that comes to mind. I might have dealt with other crazies, but I remember being 16 and like I was going through the mall trying to find a job, and so this guy comes up to me and like he's wrapping me up. He's saying all the right things, so I give him my number or whatever. And like I think we had like one phone conversation outside of our initial meeting at the mall, and then like he calls me and texts me a couple times. I never respond. Like one day he called me like 8 times, like back to back to back to back, like no joke. I didn't answer. He called me the next day, back to back to back, didn't answer. Like he kept calling me chronically, and like I didn't answer. He ended up getting a job at the mall, and he worked at the mall. We worked at stores that were like right next to each other. He came in my store a couple of times. I just said hi, whatever. One day he came in my store and he was like talking to my manager for like an extended period of time. And like, you know, he was decent looking and she was decent looking. So I thought they was, you know, just like getting each other's phone number. He leaves and like 5 minutes later my manager calls me and she's like, so that young man, he works security at Macy's and he told me that you were caught stealing there before.
Oh, snap.
Wow. Right. And she was like, so, you know, I'm not going to tell anybody, but just don't let it happen here, you know. And I'm just like, what? Like, this dude crazy. You trying to get me to lose my job because I didn't answer your phone calls? And I felt like he called me after that, too. Like, are you wildin'?
Wow.
Wow. Yo, that's crazy, kid. Yo, that's crazy.
Yo, trying to get you fired.
I was so livid. Like, what?
That's crazy.
Oh my god.
Hey, yo, Londynn. I know you got some stories. Like, yo, yo, what's up?
Okay, so I had 2 instances of stalking, like legit stalking, and I'm not going to talk about one, but one I will talk about. It's because the other one's a little heavier, but so.
Oh no! What you do?
So the first situation.
She got that
No. The first situation was weird because me and this dude, like, we weren't even dating. Like, we were just talking. Like, and we would hang out, and you know, no sex, no nothing. Like, we wasn't down for that or whatever. We were kicking it. We were friends. I thought we were just friends. Mm-hmm. And so it got to the point where he kind of started hitting me up all the time, like, what you doing? You want to do? I'm like, no, I'm not really, you know. And it just got to the point where he got irky, and I was like, okay, I'm busy. I'm not even home. Sorry, we can't hang out. So
yeah. Hold on, real quick. Not to. Wait. Do you think that a person that's constantly checking on you, is that a red flag for being crazy?
Not all the time. Not all the time.
We can talk about that.
But not all the time.
To me, like if it's early on and you are laying it on really thick, it's kind of alarming to me. Like, why are you telling me? Why are you telling me the second day we talk and you don't need to tell me I'm the most beautiful girl you ever saw? Like, that's so early.
Hey, but you know, some guys.
I don't think I don't know. I think it depends on the person.
Some guys just can't believe that they scored a woman so hot that they gotta keep telling you. I can't believe that she was hot.
But this dude was crazy. Like, there were no red flags until we had gotten into an argument, and he let it slip out that he was doing drive-bys by my house.
What? Drive-bys?
Yes.
Hey, so, she was dating one of them dudes in that little red car on Boys in the Hood.
Hey. No, but it's like, so he was like, I know that when you tell me you're busy, you're not really busy. I know you're home. And I'm like, what do you mean you know I'm home? He's like, because I be out there. And I'm just like,
I thought you meant real
Like
drive-bys.
he was out
you
front of my
driving
house.
Past. I thought you meant real drive-bys.
And like then this one time, like, he left a beer bottle on the back of my bumper on my truck to let me know that he was there.
Oh.
And it got scary. Like, it really got scary.
Oh.
So that's my crazy story.
Yeah, my man.
And I never talked to him since then.
And there was no
no indication at all.
Hey, yo, check it out, man. We're gonna jump right into this next song in light of what we're talking about. Hey, yo, shout out to Dominique Porteous. Let me get to your comment when we get back. Hey, yo, send us your stories of crazy people that you've dated or any stories. Let us know what's up, man. This is crazy right here. Hey, yo, the perfect guy in theaters now, starring Michael Ealy and Sanaa Lathan. And that's what the topic is tonight. Have you dated somebody that was, well, one pepperoni short of a supreme? Hey, yo, let's give it up for Seal. Crazy, one of my favorite jams, man. Let's roll.
Take the chance, price of faith, talk about the people going on.
WMSKOnlineRadio.com. Original show.
It makes it easier to bear. You won't regret it, no. Some girls, they don't forget it. No, till they're home, happy in their years, Sweet, don't tease her, never leave her. Got to talk, man, got to talk, man, got to talk, man, got to talk, man, got to talk, man.
Yes. Hey, yo, I'm sorry. Yo, we live in effect, man. Yo, I apologize about that. Couple of technical difficulties. Welcome back to the Gen X Effect, man. It's going down. Yo, it's getting hot, man. We got a couple of a little bit of feedback on the page, man. We're gonna share those stories in a minute, but first, let's jump over to Lady Londynn for a news update.
Hello. So we're going to talk about the story of Camilla Brock. Now, for anyone who hasn't seen this story, it's been a little bit of everywhere. So this woman spent 8 days in a psych ward after police doubted the fact that she owned a BMW. So
Wow.
yeah, it's a really strange story. So, in an investigative report by New York's Pix 11, Camilla Brock said that the incident started when she was driving through Harlem in September of 2014. While she was stopped at the traffic light, the Long Island native said that she was pulled over by police, and who essentially said that they pulled her over because she was driving without her hands on the steering wheel. Which she clearly said she was stopped at the light when her hands weren't on the wheel. She was in the car dancing, and that was that exchange. But where it gets a little odd and strange is that they actually arrested her. Which in itself is a little odd, so they arrest her, they take her to jail. She gets out, she's released without, on her, because she didn't do anything, clearly. So when she goes to reclaim her vehicle, because they impounded her car, which, as we all know, they do. So they impounded her car. She gets released. She goes to pick up her vehicle. And when she tells the people that she describes her vehicle as a BMW, I'm here to pick it up, instead of them, going to get her vehicle, they actually end up calling EMS to take her to a psychiatric hospital. So this whole story is extremely strange. So
it's very strange.
It's very strange. So the police officers are claiming that Brock was acting irrational and she ran into traffic during her encounter with police. But outside of that, they're not really giving any more detail, and that's why they're saying that they called for her to get the psych evaluation. But the whole thing is really crazy. So they're saying that she had to admit that she didn't own a BMW. She was coerced into saying that. She was also drugged while she was in the mental hospital for her 8-day stay. They gave her lithium. And apparently her stay came up to about $13,000, which she has to pay this medical bill. So, of course, she's suing. She filed a lawsuit against the city saying that this whole ordeal is extremely crazy and she doesn't understand what happened. I feel like there are so many gaps in this story, because when they institutionalize you for an 8-day stay, is usually voluntary unless you do something that harm someone. So it's weird. It's just the whole story is crazy.
The whole story is very bizarre. And then, I mean, to be coerced into saying that you don't own, it was a damn nice BMW.
So now,
no, you don't own a hypnotizer. It's like, say it ain't yours. Sign the title over to me.
It's not mine.
But you know what? So what they do in New York, and I hate to admit this because I'm a New York native and I love my home.
But we know it's crappy.
Right. But what and I just co-signed that. What am I saying? No.
And the
you know what? But what the cops do sometimes is they'll pull you over on bogus charges so they can impound your vehicle because the city gets money for that. So
that's crazy,
they charge you per day, every day that your car is sitting there. So if they put you somewhere for 8 days, the city's racking up money. Like, they're getting money for this. So I'm hoping that's not the case, but it kind of sounds like that's what the initial...
You can't be black and drive nothing nice.
That's what
you be
last summer, I had a convertible BMW last summer, man, black. And, I would ride through town. I used to get so scared when I would ride. Anybody familiar with Dundalk?
Yes.
Yeah, when I would ride through Dundalk, because Dundalk's a special area. And so once I in Dundalk, I would put the top up and roll my windows up so I can look normal. You know what I mean? I ain't want to be no black dude riding through, You can't be a black person and drive nothing nice, around Caucasians. Am I wrong? I don't want to sound like,
Not gonna comment.
Right, because I know how you get with race relations.
Hey. What does that mean?
Lord. Well, no. I mean, you get very passionate about it.
I am very passionate about it.
It's
terrible. It's terrible.
Yeah. I mean, I mean, white people are cool.
Oh, my gosh.
What?
White people are cool. Yes, they are.
So while he says that, everybody, for those who don't know, I'm multicultural, and my grandfather is Caucasian, so...
Oh, really?
And I have...
Yeah, her grandfather looks like Robert De Niro.
He does look like Robert De Niro.
Wow.
Shut up. No, I mean, there are some good ones, but unfortunately, the bad outweigh the good, so...
Especially on social media and those WJZ news sites.
Oh, my God, yes.
They're everywhere.
Oh, I
They
try
come
not
out
to look
the
at the
woodworks.
comments because it goes, they
Right.
go.
It's even worse on
ham.
Fox News.
Right.
Like,
Hammer
it's
time.
crazy.
And it's people, when you click on their profiles and they have their jobs, it's people that work in the community, probably next to black people every day. And then they go on these websites and boogity wiggity monkey, all that stuff. Like, come on, like, that's crazy. And then I'm on here arguing with these people, and it makes me.
But you know what? I've done it myself, and I had to catch myself recently because I've been falling into the trap of getting myself into arguments with people, and it's like, at the end of the day, it's not even worth it.
No.
Right.
Because they don't care. Like, it was a story totally unrelated to race, and this guy was like, oh, these black people. I'm like, what the hell do you mean, these black people? Like, who's even talking about race right now? It was just so random. It's like, you just had to have something to say.
Right.
All the time.
Hey, yo, check it out, man. Hit us up on the Gen X
They
Radio
started
Show
this.
like page. Send us your feedback, man. We got a couple of we got some feedback on the hot topic, man, on the page. I'm gonna get to that in 1 second, but you guys can follow us on Instagram and Twitter at Nyce Effect. Let us know how you feel, man. It's going down. Yeah, I'm gonna read one of the comments. I'm trying to find the first comment. I'm gonna get to everybody's comment in a second. But
In a second. Where's it?
right.
Where's it at?
I don't want to skip anybody, so I want to make sure it's we're good to go. All right, give me a second while I look for that. In the meantime, Londynn.
Yes.
Any community events?
Yes. So we've been following the Speak Life Baltimore tour that's been going on. There was an event this past Tuesday, but there's actually going to be another event September 29th at Herring Run. So that's at 5001 Sinclair Lane. So for anybody who doesn't know, the Speak Life Baltimore tour has live performance and visual arts. It's like a showcase. So you have the youth that go out there and they showcase their talent. It's really awesome. It gives the young people an opportunity to kind of showcase who they are, and it's free. They have door prizes. They have food. So summer's winding down. Well, summer's probably pretty much over, but we still have some nice days left, so go out there, support the youth, and have a good time.
Yes, absolutely, man. Yo, that's it right there. One more time. What's that contact info?
It is going to be at Herring Run at 5001 Sinclair Lane. And that's September 29th from 5:30 to 7:30.
Right. Yes. Hey, yo, so check it out, man. We're going to... I'm going to read Dominique Porteous. In case you're just tuning in, man, we're talking about The Perfect Guy, which is in theaters right now, starring Sanaa Lathan and Michael Ealy. Go check that out. It's a wonderful dating movie. Take a date to it. Check it out. We're talking about if you've ever been with somebody that's slightly off the rocker or crazy or that frightened you a little bit. If you've had any weird or creepy first dates, we'd love to hear about that. Right now, Dominique Porteous said, you scared to get in your car? Hard to believe. And she was referring to me when I was afraid back in 2002. And I'm going to elaborate a little bit more on that story. That girl was something. But her story is, but it happened to me with the slightly cray-cray. Food called me at midnight talking about he's coming over and just wouldn't take no for an answer. I was scared. It's been over 2 months. Please stop. I had to cut it off with him after 3 months because he was bad at managing money and lived to gamble. I got scared that he might steal from me, but he thinks it's over someone being jealous of us, quote. So a man bad at managing money.
Girl, say it ain't so.
And gambling like crazy. Because I got to be honest. Like I'm okay with managing money. I pay what has to be paid, or whatever. But I'm kind of an impulse buyer. Does that make me crazy?
No.
It does raise a red flag though, because if someone is constantly gambling and putting things on the line, it's like, do you have an addictive personality? Can I trust you? Because gambling can get real. Like people put up their houses,
people
and stuff.
Steal. They do.
Yeah,
steal.
and they steal. It gets desperate. So I mean, it depends. It depends on what you've gone through.
Right. I mean, gambling on a football game every now and again. That's fine, because I got $20 on the Eagle and Dallas.
Oh, jeez.
But when you gambling large amounts of your check and, coming home broke and all that, that's definitely a red flag there.
Yeah, if you're at the casino every day, then you might want to reevaluate things.
Right. Hey, yo, check it out, man. Let us know what's up, man. We're going to get back to your comments when we come back from this next song, man. Shout out to Kalisha Little Coleman. We're going to get to your comment, and we have another comment from Miss Porteous. Yo, hit us up, man. Send us some feedback. Let us know about these crazy, deranged individuals. We're going to jump right into this next jam, man. We'll be right back after these messages right here on the Nyce Effect.
Stay a little, don't say bye-bye tonight. Say you'll be mine, just a little bit of love.
WMSKOnlineRadio.com. Original shows.
Hey, yo, we live in effect, man. The Gen X effect. Welcome back, man. It's going down. Lady Londynn, Mac, Hot Tamale, man. Yo, shout out to everybody that's listening tonight, giving us your ear. It's going down. Yo, we're going to dive right into this topic, man. Yo, in light of The Perfect Guy, which is in theaters now, man. Go check it out. Sanaa Lathan, Michael Ealy, man. Great movie. Yo, if you want to see it, you go holler at my barber, man. I'll give you a shape up. You can get it done.
Stop it. Y'all better go support Sanaa and them.
Yes.
And Mo Chubbs.
Yo, go hit him up, man. He got you, man. Yo, The Perfect Guy, of course, is a story about a man who started off flawless, man, and then turned into this really sick,
Psycho.
deranged guy who couldn't get enough of Sanaa Lathan. I don't blame him because,
Oh, Lord. Here we go.
make me want to sing Maxwell. What was that Maxwell song? Love Basketball. Sweet sugar. Yo, so check it out. We got another story here, man.
Like drooling and foaming at the mouth.
Yo, shout out to everybody that left a comment on the page. We'll get to all your comments, man. Oh, yes, I had to jump on this one. I've dated a crazy, and it's spelled K-U-H-R-A-Y-Z-E-E. You know that's
Absolutely
crazy.
not.
I've dated a crazy. The warning signs were there. He was possessive and extremely jealous. I could tell so many stories about this person. No domestic violence involved, but after the breakup, he stalked me, leaving gifts on my doorstep, then vandalized my car with me in it.
What?
Oh, and 15 years later, he's married with children and still says he'll drop everything to be with me.
Oh, my she put it on him.
She got the Erica Badu.
Apparently, crazy just doesn't go away, and I never had sex with him. So hold on, let me get this straight. You ain't give him no Kit Kat, no pudding.
She didn't give him a break.
You know, no hair tunnel. You ain't even break him off nothing. And the brother crazy like that.
Yo, it be like that sometimes. That's
It does.
She must have knew how to fry
telling
some
you.
chicken then. 'Cause that's the only other thing make a brother go crazy. You fry some chicken and it's good.
Can't
You
deal
know.
with you.
Oh, my God, no.
Yo, that's crazy, man. Yeah, now that's crazy for your ass right there.
I don't even understand. Like,
So, some people are just they just have that spirit where they just have to when they connect with
that
something.
crazy spirit.
Yeah, I mean, when they connect with something,
Yes.
Now, let me ask this question.
They're number the
Let me ask this real quick. Have anybody ever been behind the gun? Mac, have you ever been crazy? And I know you probably won't admit, but have you ever been crazy over a guy where you were?
Like, what do you define?
Like, have you ever showed up somewhere? Have you ever left a note somewhere? You ever called or stalked them or something like that?
I mean, like, we were together.
What happened was
We were together, though. You know? Like, okay, this might sound a little crazy. So,
I'm scared, y'all.
I was too much for myself. When I was younger, I was dating this guy who was like 5 years older than me. He lived in D.C. and I lived here in Baltimore. And, we were kind of on a break type of thing, but not really. And I knew where he worked at. So one day I was like, I'm just going to drive down. I'm just going to drive down to his job. So I did.
See, I don't think that's crazy, though. I've done that. I think every woman has done the job drive-by.
Yeah, and like
Just
we
hit
did
your car there.
and we hung out. I went. He worked at a bank, so I went in there and I was like, "Hey," and then we took a walk.
Aww.
Well, now that's cool. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Now I was talking. What about you, Londynn?
Oh, you went real crazy. That was that's when I'm in a relationship where that's when I show you who I am. When we get in a relationship, you want to act up.
Right. Yeah. I mean, I've had 2 tires slashed.
Oh
on
no,
my
I don't
car.
do stuff like that. I'll just like
I was a young
keep
man. I was
calling
like,
you till you answer the phone.
I had to be like 17 when it happened.
Wow.
What was you doing?
I wasn't like
Right? He's
it
talking
wasn't-
about the women.
No, I didn't break them off the beef sausage. It was. I mean, it was just my tires were slashed. It was just bad, And plus, I was
Breaking
kind of
hearts.
I was kind of a hot shot in high school. So.
Absolutely.
Londynn,
Yes,
what
me.
about you? You ever been on the crazy end of the stick?
I've had my crazy moments. I mean, I can't lie. I've done the job drive-by, but
to see if he was actually there.
yes, yes. I had a situation with an ex, but other than that, I haven't got.
All right, hold on. Don't try to tap dance.
Yeah, she said I had a
she gonna try to
situation
smooth it right on. Like I had a situation with the ex. But anyway, anybody likes ice cream?
So for anybody, okay. First of all, I'm a New Yorker. I'm half Trini,
we know you
half
crazy.
German. I can be a little crazy sometimes, and I was young and immature. So for me, it was always pop off time. Like, you doing something crazy, I'm gonna make sure you doing what you say you're supposed to be doing. So,
yeah, them New York women.
I'm not like that anymore. I've matured.
They'll cut your balls off and play ping pong with it.
Do you think going through somebody's like their email and stuff is crazy? Like going through like the trash of their email?
The trash?
That's what I feel like I've reached my lowest
That's when
point.
right. When you
go through the deleted messages.
I've hacked emails.
I mean,
I have hacked emails. I've gone.
If you have a reason to do that, but you know, at that point, it is a little intrusive.
Yeah.
You know, it's a little.
I found stuff though.
I mean, but if it's nothing to hide,
you was justified,
but anyway,
girl. I got your back.
I mean, to me, I think something is a little insecure about that. But if you feel like you have to do that, then by all means, you know what I mean.
But I think sometimes it's the heat of the moment. Like you get so worked up.
It's like a crime of passion.
Exactly. You get so worked up, and you just like.
Well,
oh my God.
Well, I have a situation myself when I was on the crazy side.
Oh,
see,
look at it.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm never really the jealous type or the possessive type. But during this time, there was a relationship, and you know, I was told that she was with her homegirl, you know, chilling in the car, and I was asking where, found out where, and I either rented a U-Haul or something, and I went down and drove past in the U-Haul with a hoodie on and some shades.
Did you really put shades on?
But why did you rent a U-Haul though? Let's not miss that. Like why?
Because my car would have been noticed.
Yo.
See, now I've never been that bad.
So I drove up and down the aisle and saw the car, and yes, she was with a homegirl that was kicking it, and you know, I felt stupid.
You done it.
You
spent like what, $30?
And I ended up being spotted, and I sped off.
Wow.
And answered to that later on. But that was my only crazy story. I mean,
that's you.
Well, there is another one. I was really into this girl, really bad. I had to have her, and so I left. And it's so embarrassing.
I'm scared to hear this.
I left my boxer drawers on her car. It was on the antenna.
Are you serious?
So when she came out, it was my drawers, and I left a note.
Did this really happen?
No way.
No, I left a note, and when she opened the note, it just said, "Take me."
What?
Yeah.
Did you ever get it?
No, she called me, and said that was the most crazy and deranged thing.
Where did you get that idea? Like,
well, it happened to me when I was a football star in high school. I used to wear drawers all over the car.
Okay,
and how did you feel about them drawers being all on? Like,
it made me feel, man. But that's what I did. I left my box of drawers. I left a note that said, "Take me."
FYI, women don't like boxer drawers on their antenna.
No, then again, I think it was them tighty whities with the tight rooms with the Hershey's things and. No, I'm just kidding. No, that's a false story. I'm just kidding.
I was about to say.
The second story.
Don't say that.
I'm just kidding.
That's too much.
I was about to say.
I ain't leave my drawers in the bike up. But no,
it's okay. He thought we was judging him. It's okay.
I was completely like.
No, women do that though. A woman that really have to have a man, they'll leave their drawers on his car, in the rose or something.
I have never done anything.
And some women,
like that.
if they cheating with a man, Some women will leave their drawers under the wife's side.
For the other girl to
Right.
find. Now that I have.
That's petty.
It's been or they'll leave like a hair tie or something that's gonna get them caught up.
Bobby pin.
Yeah.
Or
if
something.
I'm creeping with you, I don't want any signs that I was here. I'm sorry.
You wouldn't leave your drawers just like to, you know.
Not if I know that I'm a creep.
But some women
Up
think
under her
that they're
pillow,
gonna
she
get
lay
the
down.
prize,
Like,
so they try to break them up.
smell? Yeah, that's crazy.
They get crazy like that.
No, I gotta be real, like Olivia Pope bringing you up. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm gonna
Stealth
do
Ninja.
something calculated. I'm gonna find her a man and get her to cheat, and that's how I'm gonna make it work out.
Exactly. That's what I'm talking
But
about.
it won't be off of me. Nope.
Hey, yo, real quick, man. I'm gonna read Dominic Porteous's comment on the Gen X Effect page, man. Yo, shout out to Dominic. Thank you for your feedback. The other situation was an ex from high school. I swear I loved him. LOL, not really. It was high school. My mom didn't approve, so after a long few months, I had finally listened to my mom and stopped getting in trouble with this boy. Then, back in May of this year, I ran into him. He's the store manager at the Dollar General near my house. I was cool until one day I went into the store and people were asking me if my kids were his because he was bragging on our kids, quote, and how we're high school sweethearts. He's been married since 18. Just a barrage of made up scary SH. I mean, I still wasn't tripping and told his employees that it wasn't true. He must have been kidding or they're mistaken and left the store. Man, he was waiting for me in my car talking about why the H did you tell those people our business? I'm looking like
Our
"Excuse me?"
business.
And why do you and which one is my car? Needless to say, F Dollar General. No wonder my mom wasn't with me.
What is happening today? Like, what's wrong with people?
My goodness, Lord have mercy.
Oh,
It's a lot of crazy people out there, man. It is a lot of craziness out there. Y'all got to be careful, man. If you out there dating and you doing your thing, be careful. But you know, ladies, one thing that will make a guy crazy and like really go crazy after you, like seriously, one thing that y'all don't realize is a big deal or that's bad
I'm afraid to hear that.
is this song right here. We'll be right back.
Hold up, bring the beat back. Stop, I ain't ready yet. Wait, let me fix my hair. Yes, yes. Yes, pass me my dress. I think I'm ready. Been locked up in the house for too long. It's time to get it.
WMSKOnlineradio.com. Original shows.
You know very well what you want.
Get it.
Don't let them sink your ship.
Hello.
Reach for the stars, yeah.
Yeah.
You've had to go, but not that many.
Yep.
Cause you're the only one, baby. I'll give you good and plenty.
But I be trying to figure out why you sing like old lady.
church lady.
You're the only one. Like why you gotta sing like
Don't
that?
hate on my skills now. You know, I came up in the church singing. I'll give you good and
Martin
plenty.
episode.
Oh yeah, it was like
Boing, boing.
oh, darn it, Barnett. Yes.
Yo,
Did the gym.
Welcome back to the Nyce Effect, man. It's going down. I just had to flex my vocal ability for you guys, man. My mixtape will be out. Hey, listen. The world thinks that Fetty Wap is a singer. And he's actually top 10 charts.
Fetty Wap is a singer. He be singing.
Get the hell out of here. If you call that singing, I'm going to put out a record. Seriously.
No, have you heard something?
Baby, won't you come my way? That's the way I want to say. Baby, won't you come my way? Yeah.
First off, I'm going to stop by saying. I'm not going to listen to it when I get home. We got this one song that just touches my heart.
Hey, yo, check it out, man. Miss Dominique had corrected me on the pronunciation of her last name. She said it's pronounced Poor T Us.
Portia.
So I do apologize, Miss Portis. Hey, yo, we're gonna jump right over to Mac. No,
I will smack him for you.
Yo, we're going to Mac Bay of the Day.
Hey. All right, my Bay of the Day is going to Gerard Carmichael. He's a comedian and the star and creator of the sitcom The Carmichael Show. Comes on NBC. I don't know if anybody has seen it. No one here has seen it. You gotta watch it. It's like a really good show. Basically, the show follows around the Carmichael family, which is very similar to Gerard's actual family, and it's pretty interesting. It's a comedy, and they cover some things in the black community, like protest and the police brutality, or the police shooting unarmed black men. Talk about that. They talk about religion in the black community. It's good, and it's funny, and it's not corny. Because a lot of times when they cover stuff like that, it ends up being corny. But no, it's good stuff. Like, and the show just got renewed for a second season.
Wow.
Yep.
When does it come on?
Sweet.
It comes on, you know what? I don't know. I binge watched it on Hulu. But it came on this summer, so I think when the second season comes, it'll be sometime
in the summer
next year. But it broke all sorts of records. Like,
wow.
Let me see. The show became the most watched summer comedy on NBC in the past 8 years.
Wow.
And it pulled in more viewers on the second episode than the first episode. And the only other show that accomplished that jump was Empire. And we know how big Empire is.
Oh,
Yeah. So
It's
the
called
Carmichael Show is going to be another black classic. The Carmichael Show. Go binge watch it. It's only 6 episodes, and they're all hilarious. David Allen Greer is on it. Loretta Devine is on it. Lil Rel, he is hilarious.
I like him.
He's on the show. And again, my babe of the day, Gerard Carmichael. He is one of the co-creators. So
yes.
So Gerard.
Check it out.
Shout out to
That's
Mac
what's up,
and her
though.
Bay of the Day.
Creating.
Hey, yo, before we get back into the hot topic, man, we're going to go over to Lady London,
Take
man.
that,
Break us
man.
off with a news update.
News update. So, journalist and author Joy A. Reid, she recently spoke with News One now host Roland Martin about her new book. It's called Fracture: Barack Obama, the Clintons, and the Racial Divide. So the book explores a possible rift between the political families that may be affecting the Democratic Party as a whole. So as everyone knows, Bill Clinton was always kind of looked at as our first black president, quote unquote. Even though he's not black, he's not African American, we know that. But he appealed to the African American demographic a lot. During his candidacy and during his time in office. Like, he was probably the most down-to-earth president. And, we related to him, and we were, kind of all on the level. But, so all of a sudden what happened is in 2008, particularly after then Senator Barack Obama won in Iowa, the African Americans, of course, gravitated towards him because he, everybody wanted him to be the first black president. Like, it was a big hype. It was a thing. So, the Clintons kind of lost that steam and that support that they had from African American voters.
Right.
And so now that Hillary Clinton, of course, she's running, and it kind of, the book kind of highlights, the rift that happened there. Because the Clintons, of course, were America's sweethearts, as far as presidency goes. And then all of a sudden, they're losing the majority of their voters, which is the African-American demographic. So the book really kind of talks about that. It kind of talks about the relationship there. I know a lot of people probably have been wondering why Barack Obama hasn't really been supporting Hillary Clinton as much as you would anticipate during her run for presidency. So this book kind of goes over that relationship and why that support isn't there or possibly not there.
Wow, yo, that's crazy. Well, both are, could be potential leaders of the free nation. Donald Trump and
Donald Trump. Really? And you know what? He has 40%. Like, I don't even understand
People are just saying anything.
I don't even understand what's happening
that
right
people
now.
are not serious about it. Like, nah.
I really don't think people are serious about it either. His shenanigans is almost nauseating. And then to have 40% of the vote backing you.
And then you have people dropping out. I mean, you have people dropping out. So it's like your options are dwindling. And at the end of the day, is it really going to be Trump against whomever? Like, that's just
Do you think that he would, like, he's taking himself serious and it's just not a way for him to just talk? Like, do you legitimately think if he's chosen
that he thinks he can be president? There's no way.
Because I don't think
there's
he would.
No way.
Now hold on. Let's say hypothetically, like seriously, let's honestly say hypothetically, Donald Trump becomes the president. Like he really.
That's not going to happen.
Let's just honestly.
Bernie Sanders at best is going to get this.
Like Donald Trump is being inaugurated as the president of the United States.
I'm moving. I'm going to London.
Like seriously,
I'm going to Canada.
Think about it. He said he's going to build something worse. Than what was that wall that how could I forget about
the Berlin Wall?
The Berlin Wall. He's going to build a wall to keep Mexicans out. He's going to like a lot of.
First of all, El Capo will get through that wall. So
like when you listen to this man, he is clearly like he speaks like he's like honestly this might be a stretch, but to me he reminds me so much of Hitler.
That's scary.
Yeah.
And he just seems like he's I don't know.
But if you think about it and you look at the similarities in from a following perspective, he's building a following like that, and it's really scary. It's scary.
Yeah, because it really
people
shows.
Should be scared.
It shows what 40% of the population is really thinking.
I think it's way more than 40%, to be honest.
Right. He's the mouth of a lot of Caucasians around the country that really believe.
But the sad part is, like, even if you're poor and white, he doesn't care about you, and people don't realize that. Like, he's about the money. Yep. His platform is money. In his mind, he's thinking about the dollar. He's not thinking about anything else. And these people need to wake up and realize that. Like, yeah, he gets on the Mexicans, but guess what? If you don't have money, he's not going to care about you. He's going to step on you just like he steps on anybody else.
Right. Yo, hit us up, man. The Nyce Effect Radio Show page on Facebook. And, I just want to let you guys know, for those of you that are listening, that we will be taking a hiatus for a few weeks, man.
Jay's taking us to Jamaica.
After the show, we'll be going on a break to try to, recap and regroup a few things, man. But we're going to keep you guys updated and entertained on the Nyce Effect Radio Show page. We're going to overhaul that, and I'm going to try to get some podcasts out for you guys, whatever. But we're going to take a hiatus, man. Just cool off a bit, figure out what's going on. So.
Don't even trip, though.
Right?
Like Thursday nights, we're competing with a lot. Scandal is returning,
yes.
And also the NFL season. So we're just gonna take a break.
It's Shonda Rhimes night, man.
Shonda Rhimes, yeah. We've been going hot all summer, and get these ladies a nice break and a chance to get a massage and all that good stuff.
And I'm gonna be watching Scandal, don't you?
You'll be watching Scandal, like the rest of the world.
With my red wine. Ooh.
We're supporting Shonda Rhimes.
Yo, man, Hot Topic, perfect guy, man. We're rounding towards the end of the show. But thank you so much for everybody for your stories, man, and all your feedback. Shout out to everybody who shared their stories and personal experiences. Perfect Guys in theaters now, starring Sanaa Lathan, man, and Michael Ealy. Go check it out, man. I'm selling these people tickets, and I'm not getting a cut, but hey, go check it out. We always support black films and black media, try to get this, get us on the map, man. It's all good.
We out here though, you know.
Yeah, we out here.
Like it's great.
We out here. Hey, yo, man, if you guys need a DJ, man, promote my DJ services. Lighting provided, 2 microphones. I got all of the equipment, everything you need. I do parties, birthdays, weddings, whatever you need, I got you. jniceeffect@gmail.com. We're going to jump right into this next jam, man. Then we're going to come back, and we're going to close out the J Nice Effect. We'll be right back, man. Here's a jam from 1994. Let's take it back to the 90s, right here on the J Nice Effect.
Give me all the chicken help from Pasadena to Medina. Bet big, get in between your then hit the prognosis, doses, blends and bends like Twizzlers. Biggest fitting to hurt what's under that skirt. Slow down, nigga, you're killing them. Who filling them with octane? Got them gassed up, about to get blasted up, son. The last one word the mother, brother, miss.
WMSKOnlineRadio.com. Original shows.
Yes, sir. Welcome back to the J Nice Effect, man. It's going down, man. Live and living color. Yo, we're getting ready to close the show out, man. Yo, any last words?
Yes. So, in light of our topic about the crazies, especially for women, do not invite a man to your house too soon. He does not need to know where you live right away.
Right.
Be cautious.
Mac.
Say that. So, my mantra for the week, and I posted this on Facebook earlier, is your attention costs. Do not put yourself on clearance.
Ooh.
Mm-hmm.
Amen.
Amen to that.
Hey, yo, I got to say thank you to everybody, every single soul, everybody that has been supporting the J Nice Effect, those that have been tuning in and listening every Thursday, faithfully from the very bottom of my heart, and on behalf of everybody here in the J Nice Effect, man, we thank you and we really, really appreciate you. We started this show with high hopes, man, and we've kind of grown a little bit, and it's just been a wonderful journey. But yes, we pay attention to the J Nice Effect Radio Show like page on Facebook. Pay attention to Twitter. We'll be putting updates on there, man. We're gonna take a hiatus, so if you tune in next Thursday, God knows what you're gonna hear. It just won't be us. We'll be on a break, on a little vacation, man. But stay tuned, man. We're gonna keep you guys updated, letting you guys know what's going on. And try to get some podcasts out. We're gonna get the shows up to SoundCloud and YouTube, so you guys can listen to some material or whatever the case is. So hit us up, man. Continue to hit us up. Send us some feedback, man. At J Nice Effect on Instagram and Twitter. The J Nice Effect Radio Show like page on Facebook. Pay attention and to that page. We're gonna keep that page updated. And send us an email, man. At jniceeffect@gmail.com. You guys can hit Lady Londynn up on Lady Londyn's like page as well. She'll be continuing to post the community events and everything that's going on.
Go Giants.
And we're gonna stricken that from the record.
But it is Ravens Nation now.
Ravens is trash as well. I honestly cannot thank you enough. I really, 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 really thank you and appreciate you. I can't say it enough. I wish I could reach out to everybody that's listening right now, man. When you have a vision and you have a dream and you manifest that, you put everything into that, and then you just give it your all. And the fact that you guys like it, I really thank you, man. The J Nice Effect, we are signing off for the last time for the next few weeks. We will be back. We're taking a hiatus. Much love. That's the J Nice Effect.
It's time to say goodbye for now. We'll have our second time around. before you go, there's something I'd like to say. Everything's not what it seems. There's a stronger force behind the scenes. He's in our lives every day. He's right there when we call. In him is where my strength lies. I lift my eyes beyond the skies. Only he can save my life, and only he can hear my cry. I wanna thank you, God, for giving me one more chance to raise my voice and to sing your praise. I sing it out loud, I sing it all day. This song is my prayer, I give to only you. I know it can compare to the gift from you.
WMSKOnlineradio.com. Original shows.